Every single one of our spells is a shock to the face. Draw your cards, make everything huge. That's wonderful. Brilliant. Okay. Make a Corey Steel Cutter. Resolve. No, that's fine. There we go. Game over. Take your shrines elsewhere. Welcome, everyone. I'm averagezen, your host of averagezen Presents, and we are here once again streaming live on Twitch at averagezen Presents, or perhaps you are watching on YouTube later at averagezen. Bring it in, everybody. Yes, bring it in, Zen community. Group hugs, everybody. Yeah, I am feeling it today. We are in luck. We are playing Brawl here, and we have a new commander to play with, and I am loving our setup here, and I want to jump right into the decks. But before we do that, if you would just please, if you haven't already, give us a like, a subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It really does, and it keeps us going. This is I've had a lot of good comments from people and interesting conversations, and we're all celebrating our love of this game and this video games in general. So here we are. Let's jump into it. We are playing Longshot, a Rebel Bowman. No, this is not a standard legal avatar card. This is the one that was released in the... where is it? The Extra, the Avatar Last Airbender Extra. That's got that little glider thing going on there. So what do we get here? In this mono red commander, we get a 3/3 for 4. It is an uncommon. Breach. That's actually kind of relevant. Here's the two abilities it has, though, that are make it amazing. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Longshot deals 2 damage to each opponent. Now, individually, we've seen these abilities on a card before, okay? And that's they're pretty much stables. Having these abilities on the same card, and in the command zone, it can do wonderful things. So how are we taking advantage of this? Well, I did see that there was some talk on MTG Rocks about how EDH players and CEDH players were looking at this commander and saying, this looks interesting. And I said, I don't want to read any more. I like how this looks. I'm going to see what I can brew around it. So I have gone down kind of a hybrid path of different strategies involving artifacts. Since they're non-creature spells, they will trigger our commander and cost less, and conveniently, the one colorless is easy to tick off. So getting the Instone down to 6 mana seems perfectly reasonable, and getting Kibble down for 5 seems perfectly reasonable. Fiery Emancipation for instead of 6 mana for 5 seems good. So besides damage doublers and damage enhancers such as Mechanized Warfare and Torbrand and of course Twin Flame Tyrant and the like, we have things like Monument to Endurance and a lot of looting going on and making treasures so that we can sacrifice them and benefit from things like Aetherworks Marvel, seeing those sacrifice tokens. We have other ways to sacrifice, including makeshift munitions, because we are running weapons manufacturing, and we're going to be sacrificing a lot of different treasures and tokens and things of that nature, and I thought that would be good there. That's kind of the gist of the deck. I mean, we cast cheap spells. We ping our opponents, hopefully for a lot of damage. Notably, Fated Firepower, excellent in this deck. Instead of 2 damage, if we can cast a 4-mana commander, then we can at the very least cast this for 1 following up the next turn, hopefully for 2. And then all of a sudden, every time we cast a non-creature spell, we're dealing 2 or 3, or we're dealing 4 or 5 damage, every single spell, which at a 25 life format. You can see where that might get a little ugly. As luck would have it, we have a midweek magic today, and it is a Brawl Builder challenge using the MTG Arena latest avatar commanders. So we not only get to face off later on in the general Brawl queue, but I've already taken the liberty of winning a few games with this deck. And let's see if we can face off against some of the avatar commanders initially and see that little subset. So we have a little unique opportunity here to see how we perform in a subset of commander decks of just the avatar commanders. And the Crazy Dutchman with my prowess double strike. This could be a very similar deck. In fact, I think I almost put my in our deck. Oh, we have a very spicy hand here. Yes. I think our issue might be... Oh my, okay, Mox Amber comes down. Interesting. That makes sense. They have a two-mana commander. How quickly are we dead, though? Okay, let's go weapons manufacturing to get it started. And then we really want to land next turn. That way we can go Corey Steelcutter, Pyrite, Spell Bomb. Rekindling Phoenix. Oh no. That is not a land. Okay, well, we'll do this the old-fashioned way, I suppose. And just grind it out. Alright, Embercleave already. Okay, yeah, we are pretty much dead, aren't we? On turn 4, we are at 12. Okay, this is not looking great, is it? They have a flying double striking dragon. Yeah, we're just straight up dead. There's no way. There is no way. We have to have a blocker for my, or we are dead. And if they pump the Phoenix, we're dead. If they pump it even +1, we're dead. All right, then. I mean, they could have just aimed that at our face, too. Well, that didn't work out so well, did it? We kind of, really were hurting for when we missed that land drop. And also not having any initial damage spells that dealt 3 damage against but that Rekindling Phoenix and the Embercleave, my goodness, that was fast. Alright, well, we have the boulder ready to rumble. Apparently they're going to be big stompy creatures. Alright, well, we have Screaming Nemesis, and somehow we have made the first play and the second play. Okay, you're going to ramp a bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that wasn't really a game, much of a game, was it? This as much as the first one was a non-game. I'm not sure what happened there. Do we actually get to play again? I think we do. No, we don't. We got the 3 wins. Okay, well, in that case, let's jump over into the greater Brawl queue. That was a short-lived experiment. Oh, well. We got to see my kick our butts. That was fun. Alright, let's go. Brawl. Longshot. Damaging Brawls. Alright, who do we get first? Ariette of the Charmed Apple. Oh, does she tap or gain control of our creatures? Each creature that's enchanted by an aura you control can't attack you or a planeswalker you control at the beginning of your end step. Each opponent loses X life. And you gain X life for X's number or as you control. Okay, we don't actually need our creatures to attack. Most of them are just there to sit around, so maybe we'll be okay. Alright, we got a little life already. And I like this hand already much better than the last hand. Alright. Looking good. Okay, Core Spirit Dancer needs to die. Now they just got to keep on fueling their hand over and over again. Alright, let's go with that. That'll definitely get us to our commander next turn. Go ahead and put a stash counter on you. Iriet is here. Alright, our commander is also here. And we'll go ahead and put a stash counter on there and call it a day. Chains of Custody. Well, that wasn't very nice, was it? Alright, we have a lot of lands in hand. Let's try to get rid of some of them from the deck here. Alright, recast our commander. We've done it. Beautiful. Danatha. Rune of Morosity. Death Touch and First Strike, and Lifelink and Vigilance. Oh my. No blocks. We're up against it now, aren't we? Okay, let's go with this. Cast you for 2. Deal some damage. Play you. And we are just running into land flooding, aren't we? Something of an issue. We have so much mana and nothing to do with it. Sheltered by ghosts. Okay. Should have seen that coming. Man, it would be nice to have a non-land. No blocks. I mean, we're pretty much dead here. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I can do. Our deck is built around casting any spell, really, in our deck. And we couldn't even get one of those. Mostly damaging spells that we could have used to take out those creatures that we were just facing. The lands don't do much on their own, though, unfortunately. High Bay, the Forest Guardian. This is the Shrine Bear. Yes, he looks for shrines when he enters. Yeah. I imagine they'll be playing like a bounce thing going on with that. Yeah, like this is like one of the few creatures we have in the entire deck. These two guys here. I guess we go Fabled Passage and Pray. Chandra will come in handy if we get there, which we should. If we can cast our commander, then we can cast Chandra, as long as our commander's still on the board. Alright, Fabled Passage. Let's grab ourselves a red mana. Oh, Esper Sentinel is going to be a very annoying creature, isn't it? Alright, well, let's go ahead and cast the Coruscation Mage. I would love to Offspring it here, but I think we're gonna have other things to do on turn 4. Alright, we have 3 lands, but only 1 colored source. Okay, well, let's attack in, I guess. We really need to see a red source land untap next turn. How did we get flooded last game, and now we can't find but 1 mountain this game so far? And we had the Fabled Passage that one up. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Alright then. It killed me. We have the answers here in hand. I just cannot cast anything. Alright, they got the Spirit Oasis. That'll draw them a card. Not the worst hit we could have seen. It is a good shrine, but in isolation, not so much. Okay, this is entering tapped. That's not so great. Alright, well, I guess we attack with Screaming Nemesis. The shrines, notably, do contain some life gain shrines, so they probably do not want to block. Alright, if we can just manage to untap next turn and get another land, a red source would be great. That way we can cast Longshot and then immediately Galvanic Blast and get some value there. Well, they have Una sleeves. I guess it makes sense that Una would be involved here. Bushwhack. Okay. Alright, well, I think the answer is we bushwhack and deal damage to them. Alright, Screaming Nemesis, you've done a wonderful job. Thank you. That will make it much, much easier. Alright, they have the Mystic Monastery. Oh, no attacks? Oh, I wonder why. In that case, let's just go ahead and rip that band-aid off. Let's deal the damage. Oh, what? We have protection? Bailout. Are you kidding me? They had a black protection spell. Whoa. Wow. That was... okay, this is not bad, though. We can still win now. This is fine. Okay, well... So much for that land we wanted. Okay, well, there's our commander. I think we could have just won anyway, but I want to win with our commander out for style points. I mean, they have so much more mana than us. I don't feel bad. Aragorn. Okay, I mean, but you're not gaining life. That's the important part. You're not gaining any life. And that just means it's only a matter of time unless you kill us quick. Oh, Ghostly Prison. Fine. We're not attacking. We don't need to attack now. Every single one of our spells is a shock to the face. Actually, at this point, we're dealing 5 damage per non-creature spell. Or next, the Unruly Catapult only untaps for instants and sorceries. Okay, so 4 damage. Okay, well, here we are. Draw your cards, make everything huge. That's wonderful. All right, cool. Well, we're going to block with you. Tap that ability. Deal 1 damage. Take a little bit of damage from the Esper Sentinel. Brilliant. Okay. Make a Corey Steelcutter. Resolve. No, that's fine. There we go. Game over. Take your shrines elsewhere. We are also not... they had a lot of creatures for a shrines deck, I gotta say. Some of those were creature shrines, but I was not expecting the Esper Sentinel. I guess it makes sense. You want card draw. You're in 5 colors. That's an artifact. You're supposed to like enchantments, you panda. Alright, look at us. We have a pretty good hand here. I think we put down Lindblom as a land, unfortunately. I would love to have the Black Mage, but... see, Pirate's Pillage doesn't look great for 4 mana, but for 3 mana, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. Especially with Monument to Endurance in play. Jenny Faye. Why am I feeling I should... I have a feeling I should be scared. Oh, double tokens. Cats and dogs. She likes cats and dogs. Alright, let's go. Makeshift munitions. Pass the turn. Let's just set up our board nicely. Oh, don't worry about the makeshift munitions. It's fine. We don't even have weapons manufacturing at the moment. Alright, excellent. Spiteful Banditry is gonna look pretty good on the face of a bunch of a board full of tokens. All right, let's go Longshot. Rebel Bowman, you. It's just a 3/3, so being damaged to death is definitely a thing that could happen. But he is both a damage dealer and an enabler, so that's great. Will he be taken seriously by Mazerol 30? I do not know. Now they're going to make some cats with this Azeka's Chariot, I see. Alright, well, here's what we have. I think Spiteful Banditry for 2 next turn is probably the way to go. Can we do that? Yes, I think we can because of the cost reduction. I mean, they could crew up with a chariot here if they want. That'll keep us from attacking. Yep, yep. Alright, I kind of want to blow up the chariot as well. Let's get maximum value in, shall we? I mean, not sure it was 3 damage to the chariot, but it was also 2 damage to them, followed up by 3 combat damage that we wouldn't have gotten in that turn. So I think that was a fair trade. Oh no, what are you doing? Well, I think we have enough mana to bring him back. It's fine. Alright, gain some life. Get another mountain. Recast our commander. Alright, so. Toski. Oh, no. Are you going to fight me, Toski? Oh, no. Averagezen's Pilgrim. Okay. Okay, this is excellent. Okay, so we play Chandra, right? We deal 2 damage. Alright, we go discard our hand. And we'll draw a card. Okay, excellent. Let's go Screaming Nemesis. And attack. Alright, and then we'll kill the Averagezen's Pilgrim. Make a treasure. Excellent. I think we're good. And then that was until the end of turn. You know what? We will deal 2 damage. Because that will in turn deal 2 damage to you, which means they're not gaining any life anytime soon. The Urza's Cave is somewhat, Citizen's Crowbar. Oh my. Oh, it's got haste. It has haste. We might be in trouble. Oh, the Spiteful Banditry. Really? Not a believer, huh? Well, we definitely block. I mean, it has to attack. They're not doing that out of choice. Are you kidding me with these lands here? Okay, well, let's play the Urza's Cave. Discard our hand. Draw a card. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, Mox Opal. Take his damage. Chainsaw. Take some damage. Alright, there you go. Boom, Jenny Faye, gone. Oh my goodness, but we weren't done. Come back. No, we were so close to killing you. Man, oh man. Well, that was pretty fun. Well, let's see if we can get that sort of thing going again. We didn't have any damage, effects going on either, as far as like increasing the damage per ping or doubling damage. Yeah, that was just, we're playing spells here, man. We're just going to play our commander and play spells. have we got up against? Now, Soren, Imperious Bloodlord, another life gain commander. I hope we find Screaming Nemesis, because that's our only way to shut down life gain. Oh, this is... Oh, sorry, creature gains lifelink and death touch. If it's a vampire counter. Oh, sacrifice vampire, 3 damage. Okay. And then, yeah, put a vampire onto the battlefield. Of course, who could forget that gem? Alright, well, let's go with a turn 1 experimental synthesizer. Yeah, maybe not the best turn 1, but I'm glad we got rid of the mountain. Oh no, they're reducing their costs. Well, we have some interaction in hand. Heraldic Banner. Alright, cool. Let's go with a Cursed Mirror. And go ahead and get some ramp going on. And that'll also allow us to leave up the Chain Lightning. Okay. And then they play this guy. Sweet. And then what do they go for the plus? No, I can't let you do that, though. Yeah, he's like, oh, Cursed Mirror taps for land. What? For mana. Alright, well. That will do, pig. That will do. Let's go. Longshot. And then Great Furnace. Deal 3 damage to you and 2 damage to your face. And then 4, 5. I think next turn. Yeah, 4, 5. Oh man, if we didn't have this tapped land, we could play the Endstone. But I think that's okay. As long as we draw anything next turn after we play it. What is happening? Mad? Are you mad? I just noticed their name is Mad. Okay, that's a clue. I've got a raging clue. I like the little, we got the little, the dueling piano bar music going on here. Alright, well, they seem to be okay enough with it. Alright, so we're looking for what? I guess we go Pirate's Pillage next turn and get while the getting's good. That's the only thing we can do unless we draw something spicy. I think our opponent has just given up all hope in life. I mean, it was just an uncommon 2/2, bro, for 3. Granted, you can't even -3 now on Soren. That's kind of a bummer after plussing. So, what, are they stuck with like a bunch of high-cost vampires in their hand? I mean, they got the Jet Medallion and the Heraldic Banner and 4, so they could cast a 6 mana spell right now. What is the deal? Mad over nothing. like a child, Donnie, wandering into a conversation. Alright, well, this is our game, so I guess we might as well take this time to do some breathing exercises. Everybody with me? Ready? Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Don't be mad. Just concede. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get a good game in here. I think we had that one, to be honest. Even if they would have stuck around. Although, they had enough, man. They could have cast just about anything I can think of you would want to cast in a mono black vampire deck. I don't know what the issue was. Not like we had a dominating board presence. Alright, up against Heliod Suncrowned. Yet another life gain deck up against our mono red deck, burn deck, essentially. I love it. Alright, cool. We'll see if we can drop them down. See, the key here is going to be getting maximum value for our burn. Otherwise, we will never catch up to them. So, we're going to need to have some card draw. We're going to need to remove that Soul Warden right now. With the chainsaw. I hope they don't have any more creatures, because we're almost out of... We're pretty much out of burn now for creatures. Our stuff hits face, which is the place, I'm told. They must have a way to blow something up. Yep, there it is. Alright, well, I said we needed maximum value, so let's get this wizard. And in hope, beyond hope, we draw an untapped land next turn. Otherwise, we're going with Monument to Endurance. Full costed, which doesn't feel great. Okay, excellent. We did it. Alright, cool. No attacks. Well, they're just now looking at our commander. That's cute. Oh, they have started their engines. My goodness. And there's a Heliod. Okay, well, I have some thoughts. Number one, it's kind of a bummer that Voice of Victory's got a 3 toughness. That means Spiteful Banditry will also take out our creatures to get rid of theirs. So in that, let's go ahead and ditch the Spiteful Banditry. Draw a card. Ping them for some damage. Get some more cards. Okay, excellent. Cast the Dragon Sparkly Actor. Ping you for some more damage. Alright, no attacks. And then Sulfum. Yeah, let's see what we draw next turn. That could be interesting. We have them down to 16 already. That's not unimpressive considering, look at our board. We don't have a whole lot going on here. Elspeth Stormslayer. Oh, never have any fun. Oh, they're gonna minus Elspeth to get rid of our commander, aren't they? No, you hater. You're a hater. All right, then. I mean, the good news is they're not gaining any life. So we're only 1 point behind them, and now they don't have any blockers or anything for our Goldspan Dragon. We're gaining more life than they are. Excellent. All right, well. I think we're going to hold off for just a second. I think we can finish them off if we set this up properly. Could be a long shot. They're carefully studying our board. I don't like that. You do not be an informed consumer. You should be just go with what Heliod says to do. Oh, okay. Pack Beast. That's gonna almost get Heliod as a creature. What's left? Is it a permanent? Does it have a white mana symbol? No, they're looking for something to blow up. They are spoiled for choice, I guess. It's just they're just looking at artifacts. So I'm guessing they have another artifact removal spell here. There it is. Okay, well, that is the Monument to Endurance. I don't think that really matters. No blocks. It does kind of stink, though, if they did that right before we got Sylphum down. Alright, Mechanized Warfare. Let's go Longshot and just hope beyond hope. They're not... Hold on. I have a plan. Alright. Mechanized Warfare. We'll deal some damage. And now, Bolt Wave will also deal some damage. And then Implement of Combustion for the win. What just happened? What just happened? We just took down Heliod with no Screaming Nemesis, no life gain stoppage whatsoever. We just completely... I don't know why they couldn't gain any life. I don't know why they didn't gain any life. I am glad they didn't know, because that was fun, man. That is going to do it for this one. As always, love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.